What's up everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're doing a reaction video with two of my friends. If you like the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get into this. Let's go. Oh.
What the fuck is this shit?
This is gutter oil being collected. If you've visited or lived in China, you have eaten gutter oil.
Oh.
What you see here is a restaurant worker straining out used chili oil from a trash can.
Okay, pause the video. Pause the video. You got any comments about
this? What the fuck?
Got it?
My skin is crawling! Why? Why am I watching this shit?
I probably just messing with you more than it is messing with me, but...
How do you feel, Colin? How do you feel about this?
It's pretty gross. We're only 25 seconds into it.
Yeah,
I'm also not recording my session until I get a camera, and then I'll figure out more on how we can record this better later.
Yeah. So, I guess we should probably do an introduction with that just introduction right there into the video. Because, John?
No. The average Joe. Go ahead. Do your fucking intro of this goddamn video that you wanted us to react to.
Well, I'm going to do
you,
the intro
bitch.
later. Okay? I'm going to do the intro later. But I would just want to do an introduction about who we are, okay? I'm just an average Joe who has nothing about the food industry. John, go. Don't argue.
I used to be a cook for... I won't say the business for reasons, but I've been a cook for 3 years, and then I've had my own share of always watching like all the cooking shows and stuff like that. So I do know a bit here and there, more than most people when it comes to the cooking stuff. And
Especially when it
everything.
comes to fast food.
And
Yeah, when it comes to fast food, I know how that shit is.
And yet when we had the fucking trivia game with it, me, you, Ethan, and Adrian, I fucking stomped your ass.
Okay, John, introduce yourself, John. Don't be rude.
I'm a certified cook with associate's degree in culinary arts, specialized in baking and pastas. I have cooked for about 6 years professionally and been cooking ever since I was actually 12. Worked at a hospital, worked at Memphis Barbecue, worked at TGI Fridays. I've worked at multiple places. I've also currently am working on starting up my own little cheesecake business off the side, which is going to be fun. I'll be doing live streams on making cheesecake, so enjoying on those.
Yeah. So, any comments about this video so far? With this, we're only 24 seconds in.
This does not need to exist.
Colton, you?
Sorry, what'd you say?
You got any comments about this? But we're only 24 seconds in. Any comments about this so far?
No, I'm gonna save it till we get further deep into this.
Okay, let's resume, guys.
3, 2,
This
1.
is being collected to be reused for the next customer who orders spicy hot pot.
Oh God, that is awful.
This man is confronted and asked, do you not have family you care about?
My God.
I understand it's difficult to make money these days, but how would you feel if your elderly parents, your children, and relatives ate this poison?
Oh.
To which he replied, you're right. I'll be on my way.
You think he came back later on that day?
Oh, he definitely.
Gutter oil, or digoyo, is a huge issue in China. And it's a problem that hasn't gotten better. It's actually gotten worse.
He's skimming the oil
Here's
off
the thing
top
about
of the
gutter
water.
oil. Okay, for those of you who are not familiar with gutter oil, this is something that is very, very common in China. And there are a couple of types. We're going to be talking about gutter oil and spittle oil, or I suppose you could say saliva oil are the two major ones. How is it that we ever got to this point? Just trying to get some work done.
Okay, stop. So, any comments now? None at all? Want to continue?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Information, anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what exactly Like, is the oil that they're getting, like, the gutter oil, like, is that, like, a main like oil drain line that they have in the cities, or like what exactly is it?
What it looks like a fucking tank, like how we have here, where if you have excess oil, like if you're an oil change place, you would dump all the excess oil there. That's what it looks like. It looks like they take all the oil, rinse out the deep fryers, or whatever machines they use, pour it in there, and then they just go back and skim the top to try and get any excess oil that's floating at the top. That's what it looks like to me, but I could be wrong.
Let's see. Okay, you ready, guys? Ready?
Hold on, Adrian.
Okay. Yeah.
Do not tell us to pause until either me or Twitchy say to pause.
Will do. I'm learning it. Okay. Okay. This is first time. First time. We can fight later. Okay. 3, 2, 1. John sucks. Let's go.
We've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty.
What? No. Let's get back to work. What? Seriously? Okay, this is ridiculous. I have to do something about this. Did you know that you actually have the legal right to get data brokers to remove your name?
Fast forward this to
Back to the show.
Fast forward this to 340. Fast forward to 340.
Yeah, I'm already there.
You there, Colton? Okay. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
So gutter oil is when people take
I gotta rewind that.
oil
Hold on.
and sludge and
Back to 340.
Oh my god.
I'm at 344.
I had to rewind because I think I missed something, so I'm rewinding real quick.
340.
I'm at the part where he
exact
starts
change,
actually
okay?
explaining what
Yeah.
gutter oil is.
That's where I just got to, but I keep missing something because he cuts in kind of quiet on there.
Come on, John. Be more professional. You have people watching. I'm just no. I don't want to go to China because of this now. I was kind of curious.
Sir,
You know? Yeah.
can you shut up for 10 minutes? Let me fucking hear this explanation of what it is.
Are you ready, John? John, are you ready?
I've been playing. I've rewound
Oh.
this like 4 times.
You never said you were playing. Okay.
God damn.
Where you at, John?
That's true. You never did say you were. Go back
I'm
to
back
3.
at I'm back at 340 right now.
Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1. How professional.
grease and so on from the sewers, okay? Or from grease traps outside of restaurants. Basically lift a manhole cover, dig in there, get the grease and the oil that's trapped in there, put it in buckets, take it off and sell it to a processing plant, which then goes and processes this oil into something that looks brand new. And it can be done. You know, they boil it and they strain it and they do all this stuff. And at the end of the day, they put it in a cooking oil bottle and it looks brand new as if you've bought it outside of the shop. And it's actually very difficult to tell, you know, by looking at it, if it is legit or not. And then these are actually sold to restaurants and to people to use in their homes at a much discounted price. There's a lot of money to be made. And the reason for this is, of course, is that it's free. Okay? All it takes is a little bit of your time to go and dig this stuff out of the sewer and out of the manhole covers and from the gutters and so on, and then you can go and sell it, right? And then you're not even getting a lot of money. The collectors, by the way, aren't the ones making the degoyo.
All right,
They just
pause.
collect it and they take it to these little...
Okay.
All right, so it's exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's basically like how car oil changes have like a little fucking pit that shit in. And it's not a bad idea as long as it's actually getting taken care of properly in the right methods, like he said. But I'm pretty sure there's motherfuckers out there that are grabbing this, straining themselves, trying to do it in a legal way where they can fucking make money off of it. As long as it's done properly, I have nothing wrong with it. Oh
Really?
god, I got a cramp leg.
Really?
Well, didn't they say that it wasn't illegal for them to do this?
No,
No,
it's
it's just,
no, it's this
it's
is
a free
illegal.
market.
No. This is 100% illegal. This is
No, it's not.
illegal.
Didn't he just said it
He
was
said-
legal, didn't he?
It was. It would
He
go.
said he said it is legal as long as you go through the proper channels.
Really?
But
I thought it said it's
Yeah.
illegal.
No, it's legal. He
We
said
can
it was
rewind
legal.
it and listen to it again, but he said it's completely legal. It's completely legal.
Well, it's going to go in video later on in the video talking more about it. Hopefully, we get a clarification there. But I would not want to have nothing to do with this oil personally, because it seems very disgusting and bad.
Do you recycle your plastic?
Yeah.
It's the
well, I
same
don't
thing.
know if he said if it was legal, but he did say the reason that people do is because it's free. He never claimed
Yeah.
it being illegal or legal. I think I backed up a little bit.
Or, well, it's going to be a
But-
bit more clarification, hopefully, through farther in the video. But
Here's my standpoint as of right now, from this point right here. I have no problem with this as long as it is done through the proper channels. If they're going to get it to fucking sell to markets to fucking purify it and everything else, fine, so be it. That's just like us recycling our plastic and everything else for them to melt it down and fucking refurbish it into something else. It's the same thing.
I don't know. What about the person who was getting it out from trash can? Wouldn't that be like contaminated?
That is a improper channel. That is the one that I am not agreeing with. Like I said, I agree with it as long as it's going through the proper channels.
It is a proper channel like what they're doing right now that's showing on the video with the manhole.
I mean, they're just collecting it. We don't know what they're doing with it afterwards.
I mean,
They're
that's kind of
taking
what the lady's doing with the trash can, but we don't know. I think the biggest controversy is it getting to the actual facilities to filter out the impurities and getting this back to being clean oil again, or are they just taking it out of this trash can and just throwing it back in there just to fucking cook? Because that's where it becomes sickening and gross.
Is there actually a way to actually like do it?
Yes, they're
Like, making clean oil and reusing it.
Yeah, you can purify. You can filter it, cook it back. It's all chemical reaction stuff. I don't remember exactly how it is.
It's not going to be 100% like when you bought it from the store brand new. It's going to have. They're going to get rid of all as much purity as they can. They'll burn off anything they can out of it through certain processes and everything else. But it's not going to be like buying it from the store. It's going to have a lower burn smoke point. It's going to have a lower fucking viscosity. It's not going to be as good as a brand new jar, but it's still going to be pretty fucking good.
Okay.
For what you need. But in the beginning, when the lady, when the dude said this girl is siphoning out oil from the trash can to serve next hot pot, that's the improper channel. These dudes here that we saw that were getting them, putting them in buckets, from what they said, they put them in buckets, take them to the facilities. But as long, like I said, as long as they're going to the proper facilities, I don't give a fuck about it. Because I mean, shit, it's
okay.
Like us going to get recycled and reused other fucking objects. We do it because it's at a discounted rate. If you go to a fucking store and find a dented can, still perfectly fucking fine, but a dented can, are you going to buy it because it's a discounted rate, or are you going to buy the can next to it?
Buy the can next to it.
No, I'm going to buy that dented can.
Cheapskate. Okay, let's continue.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, let's continue the video. Okay, 3, 2.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
What? Do you have some 2 cents, Colton? Some 2 cents?
Not necessarily. What time are you guys at? Because I backed up and I don't remember.
I'm
when I stopped.
4:40.
I'm at 4:38.
Oh, okay,
4:44.
you're a little bit. Wait, you're
Okay.
at 4:44.
How did you get to
I'm at
4:44? I'm at 4:38.
I don't know.
Do you
I'm
have
at
a 2 times
4:38.
speed or something?
No, I'm only 2 times speed. I'd be at like 8 right now.
Then back up a few.
But
Just go to 4:38.
fine. 4:38. Okay.
That's why I said we should have done it on Discord.
We should have. It would have been better. But whatever. You guys ready? Now?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. This is horrible.
Sell it, right? And then you're not even getting a lot of money. The collectors, by the way, aren't the ones making the Digoyo. They just collect it and they take it to these little clandestine factories that spring up all over the place. Then they just process it and then sell it for a big profit. Because think about it, you could sell it for half the cost of new oil, and you're still making a lot of money. So that's the gutter oil or Digoyo,
They don't even make money off
which
of it.
ends up in your food a lot of the time.
Well, they
and
are
this is a big
free.
problem in China because it makes its
Or
way
they're just
into
getting it for, like,
restaurants.
for
Doesn't matter
free,
if they're
though.
fancy restaurants
It's
or
free,
low-end
and you
restaurants.
actually
It
get, like,
doesn't
a
matter
couple-
because
like,
all
I
you
don't know, a couple
need
dollars.
is a unscrupulous restaurant
Yeah, but they
owner
just said the
who
collectors
wants to
won't
save
make
a little
any
bit of money.
off of it. It's the fucking
And
companies
there
that
you've
they
got
take the
cancerous,
oil
poisonous,
too.
very
Well,
not
what the
good
fuck's
for
the
human
point of it?
consumption oil being used to cook your food. And nobody will know because the effects are only long term. So you can
Yeah,
eat at the same
continue.
restaurant for 10 years. You
Yeah.
finally get canned, so
I
you
didn't
don't
stop.
realize it came from the food from that restaurant because they're
Oh,
using
crap.
gutter oil.
Oh, that
And the
video.
second type of oil we're going to talk about is kolshueyo, or saliva oil, or spittle oil, or spit oil, I guess you could
Oh,
call
this
it.
is
And what this is
that-
it's very common
What am I looking
in
at here?
specifically restaurants that have some kind of a chili or a spicy hot pot dish. Hot pot in China is very, very popular, and that's when you get a broth or a soup and you boil it on the table, and you take bits of meat and vegetables and you dip it in the boiling hot soup, and it cooks the meat, and then you eat it, right? So when you're finished, you don't drink the soup. What's left there, the broth, which has got chili oil, if you got the spicy one, which is very popular in places like Sichuan, for instance. You've got that chili oil sitting there on the table. The waitress takes that away to the kitchen. And then what they do very often is they just right then and there take that same chili oil or that same broth and put it into a new one to go take out to someone else's table. So they're reusing this, the same oil and broth that somebody's been, sticking their spit
Okay,
in mouth
pause.
and food.
what you gotta say?
Hold on. Where are you at? First of all,
6:36.
6:37.
hold on. Just wait. Let me catch up. I'm gonna pause for a second. Let me catch up.
Oh man, what do you gotta say, Colton?
I'll wait for John.
Oh, come on, man. Too lazy.
All right, my 6:37. All right.
All right, so one, that is super fucking gross.
Yes, very gross.
That is so unhygienic, very disgusting, cross contamination, and people will. I mean, you don't know what people have disease-wise. You don't know if the hot pot is hot enough to cook off any of the bacteria that they had in their
Actually,
mouth.
it is.
Is
It
it?
is. Because hot pots are normally boiling because it's got to be hot enough to actually cook the meat within a few swipes in and out of the boiling water. So it's hot enough to dissolve anything, but if somebody has herpes or anything else that could potentially be transferred via saliva, then you have a problem.
See,
Yeah.
that's also what I'm getting at.
But there's also they could also like spit into it or something for some god reason. I mean,
Well, when you have saliva on your chopsticks,
Yeah,
so
it's kinda
I think there already
spit,
is
but-
spit there.
yeah, no, this is disgusting. It's like reusing after reusing after reusing. You don't. It's just no.
This part I don't agree with. The
You don't
first
condone?
part, getting from the stuff, getting it and having them sent to refineries and shit, I can understand to a certain extent. This part, no.
I'm pretty
This part is
sure.
not even
I'm pretty
related.
sure they was getting it from like gutters though. I don't know.
And
Or- That is disgusting. Once again, no, I don't approve at all of this. No. Any other
is
comments?
it? Hold on,
Hmm?
hold on. I got a card. Yeah, Twitchy, go ahead and say anything you got. I gotta watch this card.
I just working with fast food like I did before. Like we didn't even care if the food, if it hit the table at all and it came right back to us, like no one touched the food or nothing, it was trashed. You do not eat it. You do not reserve it. It was thrown away just because it's more hygienic that way. It's safer and everything, but just that's just so gross. You just you don't want to do that.
In this case, it's like as we was talking about before, like gutter oil. It's pretty much like you get oil for like half price or something like that. And no,
But like, it's
Yeah,
just-
but Adrian, have you ever been in a third world country or somewhere where
no,
you have to do whatever you have to do to survive?
no,
They
I'm not.
cut a lot of quarters and they have to do a lot of fucked up shit. And I've been to multiple areas that are like that. I mean, that's why in Thailand, one of the main proteins is actually crickets or other type of bugs.
Hey,
They
actually,
have to find some way to get the protein and shit in.
hey, I'm gonna go to Thailand at some point. I'm gonna definitely try out some crickets. Okay.
Well, let me know if you've seen my child there.
Actually, I've eaten crickets multiple times before. They're actually pretty good.
I have two.
So what?
And then it's nice left.
Okay. Let's get back to the video. Back to the video.
Twitch, you do the countdown this time, Twitch.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
And whatnot, and it's really disgusting because there you go, sit down in the restaurant, this brand new pot comes onto your table, but it's actually secondhand. But of course, the reuse of chili oil is very common, and if you can't just quickly reuse it, some restaurants, in fact,
Oh,
quite a number of restaurants, if all this footage is to be believed, You'd simply go out into the trash and collect this chili oil from either their own restaurant where they've thrown stuff away or from competing restaurants because, hey, you don't have to pay for chili oil if you can just dig it out of the trash. And it's very easy because, you've got these trash cans, as you can see here, and they're just full of slop, all the leftovers that's been thrown in there from the restaurants. And because of the properties of oil floats to the top, so it's very easy to just skim it off. And that's what you see these ladies doing here, is they very easily just skim the chili oil from the top.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to talk about.
If it was a dedicated trash can that was straight up clean, I'd be a little bit more lenient. But that trash can is just fucked.
It's basically
God.
just
I want to
food waste.
gag looking at this because, like, if you think about it, they're trash cans that don't get cleaned. They sit outside in all the elements, so they're full of bacteria.
Yeah,
They're disgusting mold. There's probably flies.
Just look at the
insects
garbage
that
can.
just sit in them, and they're
That garbage can though does not look clean at all.
No, it looks like you just got done taking a bath in it.
Oh god, I don't even want to know how old this food has been even sitting in there though, because like how long do they wait to go get this oil that's been thrown away? Like what's the wait period?
Well,
Also,
It's
let's
probably
pull
like
our hold on. Let's pull our culinary knowledge out real quick. Have you ever mixed water or any other type of liquid with oil?
Yeah.
I did a science class a lot.
Yeah.
So if you emulsify it, it will actually become one for a while. And if you give it about 2 or 3 days, it'll start dividing at that point.
I'm pretty sure it's
so
quicker.
It only takes a few hours for it to actually start to slowly separate, but to get to the point where they're at, where all the liquid is sitting up top for the oil and the rest is strained down for that size volume, I could see it taking a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to look at it in a restaurant size situation. They're pushing out a lot of oil and everything else because a hot pot is oil, water, soy sauce, and some other stuff, other ingredients creating this. So it's going to have a different viscosity of just plain oil and water. So it's going to emulsify better and differently. So yes, all this is going to be created to a different standard. So this is going to take 2, 3, 4, even maybe 5 days for it to start separating where you start skimming. So it's been there for at least maximum 5 days of just sitting there in the sun and everything else.
Ooh. No.
I'm curious on where I'm paused at. It's the lady
skimming it
in
out.
that trash can. Yeah, but like, what is in the silver pan that looks so clear?
I think that's like water. Maybe in a different type. No, I don't think that's.
Is that just like oil things?
It could just.
I think that's what she's putting her little bowl in. She's got a bowl in her hand. That's what she's skimming it in. I think she's using that bowl to transfer to that tin.
Hey, I think she has a restaurant.
She has out there.
I think she has a restaurant name on there. I think we should go there to China and go there. You guys want to go there?
Haoji or Haoji?
I'm not rewinding. I can see the car bumper and the 2 trash cans plus her on the very edge of my screen, so I can't see what her iPhone says.
I'm at 728.
I'm 1 second ahead of y'all.
Yeah. I'd say we should just go to China and go to that restaurant and say, hey, how's it going, and just eat the food. Ask for.
This almost makes me not want to go to China, even though I wanted to try the food and everything else.
Right, I feel it. But like, if we ever go out in the strip and stuff, we see the trash cans of this stuff, I'm just like, nope. I don't think I don't know if I'd had the gut to go and actually try this.
It was like, no.
Yeah, but here's the thing: other restaurants are stealing from other trash cans, so we might be stealing from down the block.
That is true.
It's like you won't be able to tell who's using it though.
I know that's the sad part.
It's a special recipe. Secret recipe.
Using the different oils.
Colin, it's a secret recipe called "Use Next Door Neighbors." Use oil.
Nacho oil. It's a secret recipe of nacho oil.
Nacho oil. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Let's continue this.
Can you guys hear my fan at all?
No.
Okay, cool. I
2, 1, let's go.
Put it in a bucket, and they could take it back into the restaurant. In fact, you can see it over here. The restaurant workers, even wearing their uniforms, taking the used
their own food.
spit oil back.
I wouldn't.
into the restaurant to then be served to new customers that walk through the door. And it is disgusting. But we all know about this. I'm sure everybody is aware of the gutter oil problem in China and the spit oil problem in China. But the question is, why on earth does it still persist to this day? Because this has been a problem for as long as I can remember. Even in the early days when I was in China, I was hearing about spittle oil and digoyo, gutter oil. And my Chinese friends would warn me about it, and people would talk about it, and it would be in the news, and there'd be a scandal where you find out that a whole chain of very good restaurants had been using gutter oil, and people would be arrested and so on. And in fact, the Chinese government even started to put very harsh penalties in place for gutter oil.
So it is illegal.
At first, lengthy prison terms if you're caught selling it, and then later even the death penalty, which actually some people have been given the death penalty for selling and producing gutter oil. But the problem is, if you look up the cases, there are actually very few people that have actually been sentenced to death.
Do you guys think?
And so this is the real reason why it still persists and has
this?
gotten worse. And that is,
Are we
first of all,
pausing?
No,
it's easy to get away with.
Continue.
All right?
I was just asking.
Very few people have been punished for this, even though it is a nationwide problem.
You think
When
death-
the
you think the death
crackdowns
sentence
happen,
is,
they do happen, but then
viable
they're
here?
over fairly
Viable?
quickly and
Should be
things
used?
resume as usual. But the biggest reason why gutter oil is still a big problem in China
No comment.
is that the economy is currently suffering big time.
All right, pause.
Now, what's the biggest way?
All right. If you have
Now,
a
what
question,
were you-
hold the question until we get to a pause point. God damn it.
Fine, damn it.
All right, so what were you saying now, Adrian?
I said,
Because
do you
I
guys
I
think-
tried to listen to you, but I was trying to listen to him too.
I'm trying to ask, what type of punishment should be used here? Any guys'
Jail time.
opinion? Jail time? John?
I want to say it depends on the situation. If you're just a minor company, you pop up and you're just trying to get a little bit of fucking extra cash and you're trying to do everything legitimately and get it as speed as you possibly can, jail time.
Jail
But
time?
if you're just grabbing this shit and chunking it through and fucking it's coming out shit and you're just a huge ass pushing out shitloads of barrels, no death penalty. Go ahead.
Death penalty?
Now, what's interesting is I think what he was saying, it was the manufacturers of the crude or the spit oil or gutter oil, the people that process it, those are the ones getting the jail time or the
Yeah.
death penalty.
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't
these-
think
'cause
he
these
said
just
that
pop
the
up.
restaurant chains are the ones getting hit by anything. They're getting slandered for sure from just, talk, news, stuff like that, but they're not getting any type of penalty for using this stuff, even though I feel like it should be like a big ass health code violation.
It's 100% a big ass health code violation. Oh man.
But
It
yeah,
is
like,
a health.
I'm-
Hold on. It's a health code violation here, but how lax are the health code violations over there? That's
It's
the
not.
question.
Yeah, I
It's-
guess for health
it's-
code. I don't know. We'd have to look that one up.
Yeah.
Our health code violations are strict as fuck here. I took the ServSafe certificate. That thing is a fucking bitch and a half.
Yeah, I probably think jail time maybe. I think jail time like I don't know, like 25 years or something like that, because you're pretty much
I would
endangering people.
never say the death penalty for doing this, but definitely long sentences.
Yeah.
Depending on how they go about, I
Doing
guess,
like
making
distributing
yeah,
distributing it.
not really distributing, but more like the making of it from using the gutter
'Cause-
oil, spit oil, stuff like that. Or I guess for the chains, they're using the gutter oil, and the actual restaurants kind of use the spit oil.
Yeah, because
And so, the manufacturing of the gutter oil for that, I think it depends on how big of a distribution chain they are, and how the process is. I think depends on the severity of jail time. Because if they're just like throwing it through a filter mesh and then sending it off, then calling it good, that's a no. That's long jail time. But if they're like trying to properly clean it, get it out there, just because, like he said, the economy is down in China.
yeah.
So
if this was served to me, I know pretty much nothing about that stuff. I would say I would not eat this shit no matter what. I would not eat it.
You wouldn't even taste it though. In all honesty, you would not even notice.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what it was unless you saw it actually happen, which is the sad part.
If I went into a restaurant knowing they were selling this, pretty much putting in their food, I would not go to the restaurant at all, personally. It's like, oh no, this is horrendous. But John, so you're saying death sentence for people who had actually?
Oh, this was only 3 weeks ago. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Yeah. So the gutter oil people, if they're actually proper cleaning it, sure, prison sentence. But if they're not proper cleaning it, they're just trying to fucking make money off the fucking shit, not caring about other people's lives, then they deserve the death sentence. Because if they don't care about other people's lives, why the fuck should they care about their own lives?
Gotcha. Okay, let's continue the video. You ready?
John,
3?
do you have this link shared into your description?
I do not. Let me update that.
Yeah, because we want to give the credit for him. Otherwise, you'd get hit with this video.
Would you?
Yes, because it's his content. We're using his content.
It's 100%.
So you want to
Yeah.
what? You want to give credit to where credit's due.
I'm definitely editing this part out, but
where do I slap that in? Do I put it in the title?
I think you put it in the description. As long as it's in like the description of like.
What do I gotta fucking copy?
I think his link, like the YouTube link,
His channel.
Yeah, like you can do his channel and then copy the link as well in the description. I believe that's how you would do that. So that way you get.
It's gonna be a little bit more complicated when I do this on YouTube. Do your chat have any comments, John, about this?
My chat is currently MIA.
Ah, okay, gotcha. You got grossed out by this.
I'm grossed out by this.
There we go. Sorry for the cut, and let's get back into this. You guys ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
To make money in a poor economy, what's to take shortcuts? Because everybody that makes money through food, which, the food industry is one of the biggest in China. Think about it. You've got all these mouths to feed. You've got all these restaurants everywhere. You've got all these little mom and pop side of the road food stalls and so on. Everywhere you go in China, there's street food and restaurants. And it's cheap to eat out in China. It's one of the things I loved about China the most.
I got an ad.
Meet Disco Illuminati.
Oh God, I have an ad.
Generation of illuminated
This is
art
definitely
here
not going to video.
with built.
Okay, pause.
I'm at
pause
946.
I'm out. I'm at 946.
Same. All right, what were you saying about fingernails or something?
The dude they showed cooking, I was looking at his hand that he had behind his back, and like his fingernails looked gray.
I
just had to sit there and notice.
Hold on, let me rewind. I missed that.
Hold on. Wait, what?
They were slightly grayish. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, like not the hand, but I was like, I saw his
What's
hand.
going on with that thumbnail? He's got a huge ass thumb, but that thumbnail looks like a dagger almost.
I'm just gonna move that over there. Yeah. Just look at that. Oh my God.
I know there's a zoom feature. How do I zoom?
Just those fingernails. He's gonna stab you with them. Oh my God.
If you talk
his
shit
thumb
about
is
it,
big enough to be a sledgehammer. He might just knock you out with his thumb.
talk bad about his food, man, he's gonna beat your ass with his thumb.
He's gonna become our sleep paralysis demon. He's gonna be there, just stand there with spit oil.
Okay, let's get back to the video. I'm at 9:38.
9:48.
That's right. I'm at 9:46. I have
9:46.
Right, let's just catch up to him. Real quick.
Okay, I'm at 9:46.
4 or 5. All right, I'm at 9:46 now.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Is the fact that it actually worked out to be cheaper to go to a restaurant every single day for lunch and dinner than to cook at home for myself. That's just the nature of how China is. Eating out is cheap. Of course, you can go to very expensive places if you like, but if you just go to your average everyday restaurant,
it's cheap, but
you actually end up saving money. So
Yeah,
these
kinda-
guys that have
groceries
these
are,
food
like,
stalls
expensive.
outside, if they're going to go buy a thing of cooking oil to cook their stuff, they don't have a lot of profit margin. Remember, when they're selling their fried dish, whatever they're making,
I really wanna eat,
whether
like,
it's
something
fried
like that
noodles
from,
or
like, a
rice or,
stall.
or whatever the case, their profit margins
Why
are
do you have
so
a
small
jacket that says iPhone?
that even 1 cent
pausing.
savings makes a
Okay.
So you're pausing?
You pausing? What do
Yeah,
you guys
pause.
say?
So
What?
me and you were discussing something while the video was going, so I missed a few things. But what were we talking about for a split second?
Other than his fingernails?
It was past the fingernail bullshit. It was eating out. Okay. So eating out in America is actually cheaper. Like if you go to McDonald's or Burger King or anything else, it is actually cheaper to eat out than it is for you to go buy groceries and make meals every single fucking day. It's just cheaper. It's the same
But
in
it's not
China.
healthy though. It's not
No,
healthy,
it's
though.
fucking not healthy, but China's food is actually a lot healthier than what we fucking do.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna fucking lie to you.
This is why I
We are
don't. This,
obese.
I probably only eat out like maybe once a week or once every other week.
I eat out a lot.
That's bad for you, Colton. You should stop doing that. You should get a home cooked meal. Tell your mom.
I do try to do home cooked meals, and I try to do it myself.
Oh, okay.
Meal prep. Do what I do. Meal prep that shit.
Yeah, that's what I usually do for my lunch. Okay, let's get back into the video and stop talking about.
I'm at 10:27. I'm at 10:27.
I'm at 10:30.
Okay. 3.
3, 2, what?
difference. So the cooking oil is the core ingredient to everything that's cooked in China. Pretty much everything is fried in oil in China. The majority of foods, of course, you do get steamed foods and a couple of other ways of cooking, but the majority of the food that you eat, the
aggressive
rice
with
and the
this.
noodles and the vegetables, it's all stir fried.
How
It's
do
all
you know he's good at
cooked
it?
in oil in a wok or whatever. So it's a core ingredient in cooking in China. So you have to use it, right? And if you're running a small little side of the road food stall, the only way for you to
That is what
actually
dirty
make
is for.
profit is to cut down your costs. And since that's your biggest
Ooh, that
consistent
is,
cost is oil, go ahead and
How they
pay
could-
half
how
or a
to cook
quarter
it,
of what you would for
How does
real
this com-
oil
how
for
does
the
that, like,
gutter oil.
grill
That's why it's so
compared to, like,
prolific. And
what
then
you
the
used to, like,
restaurants.
Colton, when you
Restaurants
actually
have to
worked in
turn a
fast
profit.
food?
They're not making
I
a huge
worked
profit
on
off
a
of their
griddle.
meals. They've
Griddle?
got waiters
I've
to
actually
pay and
cooked on one of
waitresses
those.
to pay and so on.
Really?
And so if they
Yeah.
can cut down
So
costs on
in
their
my
cooking
culinary school
oil,
that I
which
went
is an
to, we
ingredient
had one
that's
of
used
those.
every day, all
And
day in
it's
the restaurant,
perfect
of course
for
they're going to
cooking
do
with a
it.
wok. Like a fried
Now,
rice
I'm not
or
here
any
to try and
Chinese-based
justify
fucking
it.
dish. It is fucking
It's an
lovely.
abhorrent practice. It's
'Cause,
terrible.
you can control
But I'm explaining to
the
you.
Oh, did you pause the
flame
video?
with your knee. Yes, I did pause the video.
Oh, I didn't bother.
Oh. You
So I was
did
gonna
say pause,
describe.
John.
Sorry, I got distracted. We got
Okay.
brought up to stove.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
like, yes, I got something I can talk about.
Okay. Okay.
So that-
Continue, John. Continue, John.
How
So
far
that
back
stove
are
is
you,
actually.
John?
I'm at 11:16.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm at 11:37.
I was at
Of course you are.
11:40.
So the stove that he uses, that has a little fucking burner, is a propane or natural gas fucking stove, and you control the fucking flame with your knee. So as you're cooking, you can bring the
It
temperature
looks
up
like
and
it's
down.
natural gas. I could see the
It might-
gas. line
Wait, you can
behind it.
control it with
Yeah.
with your knee?
Yeah, there's a little lever. If you look to the left, there's a little lever. That's for the other pot. You just kind of hit the lever with your fucking knee, and it'll turn the temperature up and down. That's how we had it set up in our kitchen in the culinary school. You'd hit with your knee, the temperature will go up, and it cooks around the whole fucking pot. You actually need that type to actually cook around the whole wok. Otherwise, you're just cooking in one spot, kind of like our pans and our stoves. And it pushes off a stupid amount of fucking heat.
Gone.
That
That
sounds
man's
like a
shirt
fucking
does not
weird
look wet at all. He looks nice and cool. Like he's not even sweating.
Wait,
That's
where do
probably
you
because
get?
he's used to this shit.
Okay.
Where you get? What
But,
time are you
no,
guys at?
11:16.
11:16.
11:16.
Also, that motherfucker, if you're not used to loud noises, it's going to sound like a goddamn jet plane right there in front of
Really?
your face. Yes.
Oh yeah, I could see that because you can see just how strong the flame's going on. Because if you looked back at where was it? About the one guy you said he was cooking very aggressively, Adrian.
Yeah.
Like you can see the flame shooting off the sides of that.
Actually, that's a lower level one. The one at 11:16, it's a higher graded one. And if you look, you can see there's actually blue and white fucking flame underneath that goddamn thing.
I just now noticed just looking at the wall.
Oh yeah, ignore the wall. Ignore the wall.
Ignore the wall. Just
That's
ignore
flashback.
this.
Just ignore the wall.
That dirty though. That really dirty.
That is dirty. That is.
As long as it gets cleaned up at the end of the day, even though there's a fucking car in your kitchen, I don't care. I've seen
There's
this.
a
I didn't even know
I
this
didn't
was a
realize
car.
there was a car. Oh my god.
How did you not notice the SUV sitting in the back? There's a fucking tail light right there.
I think I
I
noticed the
wasn't looking
tire.
at I wasn't looking at the car at all. I was looking at the food and how dirty the top was.
I think I noticed the wheels. Like I didn't put two. It was like I didn't put two together. It was
I
like,
didn't even know. I couldn't tell what it was because I didn't see the car. I saw the tire, and then I
It's
just
a
like, ignored
Mitsubishi.
it. I could see it says Mitsubishi, but I just saw the back tire, and I was like, whatever.
yeah, whatever,
Brain,
whatever.
forget that. Man, that's a dirty countertop is what I was looking at.
It said it's a dirty cord. That's what I was referring to.
Oh, I thought you meant like the counter was dirty. I was like,
yeah.
it really is dirty.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
I was
think
agreeing
you
with
No,
meant
I
that.
said car. I legitimately said car. I would have said counter if I meant counter.
Oh my
Adrian, play
god.
back the video. What he said.
I will do it later. I will do it later. Okay.
Alright.
Let's continue the video.
Resuming.
3,
3,
two,
2, 1,
one.
go.
On a profit. They're not making a huge profit off of their meals. They've got waiters to
Is there
pay
any
and
reason
waitresses
why there
to
was
pay and
water
so on.
was running
And
when the pan
so,
was going?
if they can cut down costs on their cooking oil, which is an ingredient that's used every day,
I think it's just either to clean off stuff or help cool down pans if it needs to. I'm not
Gotcha.
exactly sure what the water is for in the middle.
Hold on, I'll pause and rewind. Where was that at?
It was with the car.
With the car.
There's water running with his cooking, like right next to him.
If you look, there's a small little pan in the middle, and it's filling that pot up.
Huh. That seems very
Like,
useful. but
rewind
also,
the 1050. Rewind the 1057. You'll see it. It's either meant to help keep the station cool around you, or he's actually preparing. That could also be just a boiling pot of water meant to drop noodles and other stuff in as he's cooking.
Ah, gotcha. I was just curious about that. Okay, let's continue.
Okay,
I'm at
real
11:26.
26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay, 3.
Okay, I'm going to 11:25. 3,
Two.
2, 1, go.
every day, all day in the restaurant, of course they're going to do it. Now, I'm not here to try and justify it. It's an abhorrent practice. It's terrible. But I'm explaining to you why it still persists to this day in China, and specifically now, because the economy in China is suffering a lot more than you would ever realize. I've been talking to a lot of my friends in China. Just remember, I lived in China for 14 years. I've got a lot of friends, ex-colleagues, people I've known for the longest time, old students
Why
and
is
so
this
on.
video camera so
And
just like on
The
this
younger
lady?
people specifically
I don't
are
know.
complaining
This is
about
very
how the
zoomed
With this
economy is
see-through
really
shirt
hurting at the
at
moment.
that.
And it's not something
Why?
you'll get through the news. It's not something that the Chinese government will ever admit. They just want you to believe that the GDP keeps going up and up and up. But it's actually far worse
Is
than
he
you
going
know.
through someone's
A lot of
garbage?
places were hit hard
Yes,
by
he is.
COVID. A lot of businesses shut down permanently because of COVID. And a lot of the restaurants that managed to survive
well, okay.
only managed to survive by cutting costs, like skimping on ingredients, buying lower quality
is he
stuff.
putting glue
and
on
you
his
see this
shoe?
across the board in China.
What?
Fake
Nah, I
booze,
think it's like
fake vaccines.
Vitalizer.
All sorts
Yeah, it
of
looks like it was
horrible
getting rid
little
of just
shortcuts that
anal.
lead to
Bring it back to
bad
life.
decisions that affect people's health. So that really is the reason why this gutter oil is not going to go away. And the gutter oil syndicates are more and more sophisticated than
It's a
before.
syndicate now.
And if anyone tries to
no.
pretend as if it's being taken care of and that the government clamped down and it doesn't exist anymore, that's bullshit. Because not only is this footage that I'm showing you recent, but I filmed a lot of it myself. I filmed this stuff
People are
with
just
my own
sitting there
eyes.
staring
Now,
at
if me,
this.
just a single individual
Yeah.
walking around in the streets of China and specifically living in one of the best, most
Oh,
prosperous,
man.
biggest,
is
brightest cities of
disgusting.
China, Shenzhen.
Just
If
middle of
I
the
saw it
day.
on a regular basis, so much
That's
so
night.
that I've got footage that I filmed myself and something that I
That's
would
the
be
nighttime.
commonly just
Nighttime?
scoffing at and
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, there we go, gutter oil again." If
Oh, you
I,
see
as
the
a
one
single
guy recording
individual,
you.
could see that,
Yeah, he
just
just pulled his
imagine
phone out,
how
started recording.
widespread it is across the country. And I mean, these clips that you see here are a bit of an indication as to how widespread it is. So much like the gutter oil is in the sewer, in the toilet, so is the Chinese economy. And this is a great indicator. I hope you learned something, everybody, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.
That's
Until
in the
then,
video.
don't forget to check out my Friday show where we talk about all the latest.
What? Where is this at?
Right at the end, around like 14 minutes.
1357.
1357.
1357.
You want to talk
Oh,
about
man.
that?
Don't forget to check out my Friday show where we talk about all the latest
latest.
and great.
She had like no form.
Maybe this is like a high school or something. I can't read that in the background. Maybe this is just a high school.
Well, no, she did like a minor run up, stopped, took 3 steps, and then choked. If you're gonna devote, run and then choke.
Don't forget
that
to check
shit
out
like
my
you're
Friday
trying to
show
stab
where
me
we
in
talk
the
about all the
chest.
latest and greatest.
Don't run and then.
Yeah, that was terrible. I think a 10-year-old get there better than that.
Oh my God.
This is gonna be. I want to zoom in on this right here alone.
You just want to zoom in on that throw. Well,
I mean, she might have paused because she saw that one dude walking up, but I would have said, "Fuck him."
maybe,
I would have hit him with it.
it doesn't seem like she was trying fully. Okay, just give her a benefit of the doubt. Maybe she's
No.
like, okay, damn.
Is
It's
it a
pitiful.
she or is that a he? I can't tell.
That's a she.
I think it's she. I
That's a-
think
that's a
it's her hair's on.
Everybody, and I can't
That
wait to
don't
see you
mean
in the
crap
next
anymore
video.
nowadays.
Until then,
I think
Well,
don't
this
forget
is-
to
this
check
is
out my
China.
Friday show where we talk about all the latest and greatest.
This is China, so
I don't know what their standards are.
I'm
for,
pretty sure they're very strict in China about this stuff. Pretty sure.
I have no idea.
Giraffe woman final days? Huh?
What?
What?
What? What?
I got an ad over here on my YouTube that literally says Giraffe Woman's Final Days. It's I guess it was one of the girls, our women. I don't know if it's one of our side or somewhere else. You know those tribes that put the rings in their necks?
Oh
extend their neck out and
yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
I guess this girl was just going above and beyond and put too many rings on.
I've heard of that one.
Gotcha. Well,
Oh, Twitchy, this one me and you can do it at a later time. Is
What?
Wagyu ground beef or a scam? Or is Wagyu ground beef a scam?
wait, I'm not invited in this one? Damn.
Well, I mean, you can be, but
I want.
I don't know how much you know about Wagyu or anything.
I know a little bit about Wagyu. I watch a little bit of
To be
local
honest,
food.
I think me and Adrian, like, yes, I had the. I think I'm
Also-
on par with Adrian on my knowledge of Wagyu.
We
I'm
pick
not
something
gonna
out
lie.
for next week. Okay, I'm just going to end the video here. So, peace.